Warning, this will be a long video, so please have patience and listen to it all, and also it might contain some triggers. Hello everyone, this is Victoria and welcome to a new video. I wanted this video to be more relaxed because I'm filming this with my phone. Like the rest of the video we're gonna talk about some stuff, some spiritual stuff, and not only. I'm filming this with my phone because I had some issues with my camera. I tried many ways to film myself and to make things more relaxed for me, because doing this makes me feel sometimes a little bit anxious. Like I've promised in my other videos, I've tried to film and I've tried to make videos, but at the same time getting hit by the same confusion and the same anxiety of filming myself about talking about stuff. I've tried to do many things from the last time I've posted my last video on YouTube. I've tried to get a new job in a different kind of field. I've tried to get a job in a quality assurance field because my boyfriend actually works in the quality assurance field, and he tried to teach me things, and I tried to learn things, new things, and to apply them, but I fall in a bad place with some nasty people, and the collective wasn't so great, and the pay work was really bad, and lots of stress and lots of bad things around it. So I've been guided to come back and try this thing, and I've been guided again and again to continue this work. And I know I've promised 1,000 times to post more videos, to talk about my journey, who I actually am, how things started, and blah 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 blah. But like I said, I had to go through some things, and I live with my family. Sometimes I get a little bit anxious because I don't know if I mentioned this, but English is not my first language. Romanian is. Yeah, so anyways, I've been invited to do a fast video, and I also want to mention, if you don't like my videos, or if you don't enjoy what I'm talking about, or my image or stuff like that, you're free to go. You're free to watch other YouTube channels, but I'm gonna try to upload videos and on many themes and about many subjects. I don't know if I mentioned in my last video, but I want to talk about remote viewing in my channel. I want to talk about astral projections, my dreams, things that are happening in this world, and my near-death experience that I had when I was 15. Yeah, so anyways, I want to talk about lots of things. I also want to talk about some said spiritual books or new age books and stuff like that. I also want to clarify some of the misunderstandings that are going in this spiritual field, they say like this. I also want to say that many of my informations and the things that I'm going to talk to you guys are coming right from my higher self, or from my spiritual guides or latent entities, because I have lots of experience doing them. Yeah, so it's a little bit problem with me filming in this house, because me and my boyfriend, me and my future husband, are living in the same house with my family, and my family is a noisy one, and I'm sorry if you're gonna hear sounds on the background. I have a small niece. She's 5 years old, and things can get some noisy at times, screaming for wanting candies, and anyways, and yeah, many times I feel like I'm trying to complicate things, then make them more easily, and I tried in the past to, look in a certain way, do things in a certain way, do some makeup, do things. I was thinking about what if people judge me, what if I'm gonna say that and people are gonna laugh about me, what if I'm gonna say that and people are gonna judge me, but people are gonna judge anyway, so it's better to say things and be the way you want to be and the way you are. So like I said, if you don't like my videos or the way that I look, I'm sorry, but this is my daily look, because I don't have a job, to make up in the morning and go to the job daily and stuff like that. I work as a freelancer from my home. I actually have a Fiverr account where I'm offering my services. If you are interested in that, I'm gonna link them in this video description. I'm offering remote viewing services. I'm offering channeling, message channelings, and I'm offering drawings of spiritual guides and entities and many other interesting stuff. So if you're really curious about that, I'm gonna link down below in the description. So like I said, I may have some English mistakes because English is not my first language. I also see some spiritual people, and I mean some people in the spiritual field that are talking about stuff and English aren't their first language, and they're talking really fast and talking about this and that. But sometimes I may take some breaks when I'm talking to actually find the right words, because anyways, so like I said, this is my daily face. I don't actually make up daily. I'm trying to be as natural as I can. I'm daily doing cleaning. I have my daily routine, to say like this. I clean my face and teeth and wash the body and stuff like that, normal stuff that every person should do. So in this video I'm gonna talk a little bit, because I don't know if I've been really clear in my past videos. I'm holding this phone with my right hand and it's starting to hurt, and it's been only 8 minutes since I started this video. So anyways, I'm gonna get right straight to the subject if I can. So many may have wondered who the I am and how things started, and how do you have those kind of informations, and blah 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 blah, and things like that. The thing is like this. I'm gonna be straight and short. I started this journey when I was little, and I had my spiritual awakening in stages, like things developing fast, but not that fast. Yeah, so anyways, the thing is that I had to go through some hard stuff to get to the point where I am. I had some issues in my family. I had to go through some traumas. I had to clear that stuff. I had to work on myself. I had to reconnect with myself. And many times still I'm finding myself sometimes in confusion, but I think that is normal because we are humans. And anyone who will come to you and tell you, I'm a guru, or I'm a teacher, or I'm this spiritual entity incarnated in this human body, and I can do this and I am that. Actually, everybody is doing mistakes, and the whole life and the point of it till the end is that we are learning and we are evolving. And my right hand started to shake a little bit, so my camera from the phone started to shake as well. I mean my phone as well. Yeah, anyways, so I think I'm gonna film more videos, but I'm not gonna promise anything anymore because I don't know how the future will be, you know. And coming back to what I said earlier about learning, yeah. So till the end of the life of this body, we're evolving and we're learning and we're coming back to our point of creation. Say like this. I don't know if it's the right explanation. Yeah. So, anyways, I had to go through some things. I saw my right before I was born. I saw the family that I was going to be born in. I had to go through some stuff. I had to go through an operation when I was 15 years old. I had to go through some stuff with my family and things like that. But all of that actually pushed me to come to this present moment, to my realizations, and to opening to the gifts that I have. I also want to say a thing about remote viewing, because many people, there will be people that are going to come to realize about things about remote viewing, and you can't control people, and I believe everyone has a different opinion and different perspective. And it's okay to not judge that. It's okay to allow them the space to explore themselves and to express their things. But I don't like when people are pushy, and I don't like when people are pushing their ideas onto some other people. And some people are actually exploiting things in the spiritual field, and I believe that people that are not yet super awakened in the spirituality and their own spiritual experiences, they might get into confusion if they're getting a service, they're buying a service from an associated spiritual person that is actually exploiting that thing and is using it only for making money. I also don't agree with those kind of people who are stretching the cord too much when it comes to the price or the service that they are offering. And for example, there were some persons on the internet that were offering their spiritual services for a really big price. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars or euros or stuff like that. And I really don't agree with that. I mean, if you are watching my video and you are not so spiritual awakened person, and if you want to learn more things about yourself and you want to explore this area and you want some services from a spiritual person and authentic things, I recommend you to not get the first person that is offering the service at a very high price. Get the services that are the lowest price. Not because the person doesn't know, it's a fake belief in this field that if a person offers a service at a low price, then that person isn't having love for itself, and that's not true. Look at me, for example. I have love for myself, but I also am grateful for things, and I also love people in general. So I'm offering services at a normal price, not an exertion, not on to exploit, not things like that, but also not on price that won't help me. Let's say $1 for 1,000 pages of remote viewing subjects or stuff like that. No. So it is normal to have a balance. And if you want those kind of services, be sure you hire an person that offers a fair price for the services that they are offering. Okay, in this field, doesn't matter who is a professional or who is not a professional, because every person has a different perspective, and every person have a different gift, and every person is can offer something, and I believe every person on earth can access those gifts and those stuff. I'm not talking about remote viewing as a gift. So like I said, if you don't agree with me, if you don't agree with my perspective, if you don't agree with my options, if you don't like my face, you're free to go, because I want to keep this channel like open and to attract nice people, and to talk freely without being afraid. So this is my opinion about remote viewing. Like I said, I have some years experience in remote viewing, and I would really love to actually work on a nice project on remote viewing, like doing remote viewing on planets, or doing remote viewing and trying to find a lost person or a person that has been taken from their family, or stuff like that. Doing actual stuff, not some people asked me to do remote viewing on their lost pets, and I said that's okay by me. I've done that, I've helped them, but I would like to work on something bigger, because this is my wish to get to known by people, and my personality and the way that I am, and to actually offer them something good, and to help them, Yeah, so anyways, like I said, I believe about the remote viewing in my experiences and the things that I have learned from my experiences. Because like I said, many things I don't learn from the books. I haven't learned from the books. I have my own experiences to refer to. But yeah, I don't believe remote viewing should be, or it can be called as a gift, because everybody can access remote viewing, and it's a thing that you have to train for in time, doing exercises and actually train your mind. I do believe it involves the soul and the spirit itself, but there are things that people haven't touched yet, the knowledge behind it. There are things that you think you know, and there are things that you don't know, but yeah, anyways. So what I had to say about this is that from the history, people used remote viewing to actually see in wars and as spies, as spices. No, I'm joking. Okay, so people people used remote viewing as a tool for them, but they've been training for it, and many people from the secret services from different countries, actually many of the countries have now access to remote viewing. There are people like me, incarnated, who have access without creating on law issues, on energetical law issue, let's say, in this paradoxically reality, because how can I say this? For me, for example, I always could see behind the person's eyes. I could see in their life. I could see their actions. I could see others' actions onto them, I could see anything. And I will talk in another video about remote viewing and my perspective on it, on some kind of stuff, and how paradoxically there are more realities, of course, and the future is unstable, of course, and you, with remote viewing, you can access things, but some things, and that's the paradox of it. And yeah, like I said, I believe you have to train for this. It's not like a gift that you are born with it. You have to train your eye for this. And for me, I've trained really hard on many types of psychological fields. I've trained on how to analyze a person, their psychological profile, their body movements, and I'm interrupting the video because I also wanted to add this. Remote viewing from my point of view and from what I have experienced, and not what I have learned from others, because this for me wasn't something I learned from others. I learned it by myself, and as I said in my video, I don't believe this should be considered as an so-said spiritual soul gift, as anyone can train for it. And let's say that every person on the planet have access to remote viewing and other so-said spiritual stuff, but they are suppressed because they are asleep and living the pattern of this reality. The life itself is in a dream, and we are its creators as a total collective. I also don't want to create more confusion on this subject, but the point is that if there is historical research on this matter, that people used it for spying other cultures and nations, and they were not so said spiritual awakened, then yes, everyone can do it. As in truth, we are all at the core of the being, one with the matter and the life force itself, spiritual. And the freedom of the soul intends to see anything and everywhere. But some abuse of this, some of people abuse of this remote viewing thing. But some, as I am, are born as soul with remembering this remote viewing thing, and it comes naturally. It only involves some training. There is more to say and to add to this, but in my perspective for now, this is the truth I'm living in. We are living in a paradox universe, and if I should use all my life to explain ways and things and from where we come and go, it will take a lot of time. Many times I struggle with my English and finding the good words to use to explain things. Sometimes I feel a little bit of fear trying to trigger this awakening into the sleeping society, as many are not yet ready to fully comprehend everything. But paradoxically, they are already doing it. And we are already doing it. We already comprehend everything, but we are not totally awakened to everything. I also want to mention that there are beings on earth that try to make everything they stay in their powers, to keep our mouths shut and to feel afraid. But I choose to speak as I know where my power lies. I have lots of information on many, let's say, not so religious ways of how to see things. Let's say that it just needs lots of training from many other fields to come to actually remote viewing and actually see things. Not, like I said, there are people who might exploit this, and I believe in the future there will be more people exploiting the spiritual field, extorting money from others, and I believe this is a nasty thing to do as a person, and this will not help you to evolve. And if you are doing this or charge person for lots of money for a small service, then boy, that's bad. You have to work on that. You have to work on your ego, because that that will not help you, because many of us are just focused on this life, focused on this body, like nothing else matters, like nothing else exists. But you are sleeping, like you are sleeping in this body, and you are awaken in the morning, but you are still sleeping. You are a sleeping zombie or something like that. And the thing is that the real action actually starts when you are detaching from this body. And I don't believe there is an actually God that will dare be judge you. Fact, I don't want to trigger anybody's religion's views, but from my point of view and from my experiences, remember, I'm always relating to my experiences, and each one's journey is different, so I don't want to interfere with that. And if you choose to believe in a certain God, that is your thing to do, but remember where your power lies and who you are giving power to. And remember that if you are focusing on exterior stuff, then you are giving power to that exterior stuff, and you're going to let your power go away. I'm not here to argue with the religious things. I'm not here to talk about things that make us different. I'm here only to share my point of view, my experiences. And remember that when you are watching my videos, because I'm not here to make anyone upset. But sometimes by saying our own stuff and not agreeing with others, that might trigger in the other people that angry feeling because you are not agreeing with their opinions and stuff like that. But remember that everyone is different, everyone's journey is different, and each one of us have the human right to express their own opinions, because we are living in a free society. But there will be your own soul to judge you. I mean your own self judging your own self about the actions that you did. And I don't believe there is morality and immorality, because there is an soft, paradoxically, things to approach behind those kind of things, and you have to think them really good before you actually say something about them, and because there can be good healthy morality but bad not healthy morality, like things that are imposed on ourselves since we are kids, from the school, from the family, things that can actually not give ourselves benefits but only bad things in the future. I also believe that how can I say this, that fear is good but fear is bad the same way, because fear can but this is another subject that we're gonna talk another day. But I'm gonna say short and straightforward that fear can help us to stay away from things that could hurt us, from helping ourselves to take care of ourselves, to not jump in the front of a car or jump from a building. That's kind of fear of knowing an irrational fear that you're gonna fall and you're gonna die, of course. And there is not logical fear when people are telling the children be afraid of the monsters that are living under bed, because if you are not a good child, they will come for you and they will eat you. And you are growing as an adult with a fear, and there can be, like I said, healthy morality and not so healthy morality. Let's say that said healthy morality can come from church, from religion, but it's not healthy morality to believe that if you are like, say for example, if you're masturbating, you're gonna get in hell. That's not a healthy morality. That's more like a belief from your belief system, So I don't think that this is taking part of the healthy morality field. I believe, for example, that a healthy morality thing, for example, will be to not hurt another person. That is a healthy morality thing to do, to not hurt another person. But let's say you believe you hurt them by saying a nasty word to them, and now you're feeling guilty, and then that's it, the bad morality, thinking of yourself of how you should be and how you should think. But that's just a pattern that is found in society and in generally human pattern, and I know this is a long video, it's already half an hour or something like that. I also wanted to talk about this thing and about this thing, about the pattern in generally, and how we can manifest things with let's say you believe something, but it's different when you're thinking about that thing, that term, and you associate that term with something, and it's different when you're feeling something. Okay, so let's say for an example that we have this bad let's say for example that we have this personage from a child book. So this personage from a child book is named, let's say, the stupid man. So your mind might associate the stupid man, the personage stupid man, I don't know, with how you think a stupid man should be. How a stupid man should be. A stupid man should be not knowing things. Let's say, from my perspective, from my example, let's say a stupid man should not know things, should be illogical, a stupid man should be making mistakes and stuff like that. So your mind has associated the term a stupid man, this personage, with those terms on how this person should be. But your subconscious is resonating with it. And since you were a child, your parents, let's say for example, has made you stupid. They always said, you're stupid, you can't do that, you're stupid. But if somebody as an adult asks you now, as an adult, are you stupid? Do you believe you are stupid? Your inner self will try to protect itself and will try to reject the idea that you are actually stupid. And you are the terms you have associated in your mind from the human pattern on how a stupid person should be. Okay? And now you believe those terms on how this person should be, and your inner self and your subconscious believes that, and now you're manifesting your wife or your husband or somebody else that is making you stupid and says you're not good, you're stupid. But if somebody asks you the first thing, if somebody else is asking you if you're stupid, you're gonna say, no, I'm not stupid, of course I'm not stupid, because you're trying to protect yourself. But your inner self believes that about you, and so you have manifested that terms you have associated with that personage from the human pattern, the society, on how a stupid person should be. Like I said earlier, an illogical person, a person that does mistakes, a person that doesn't know. Okay. So to give you another example, my family always tried to protect me as a child. When I was a child, they always told me, don't go there, somebody might hurt you. Stay here with us. Somebody might come and rape you and take you away from us. and don't go in the park with the children alone. You may be hurted, or you may be taken away from us, or a bad person may come to you and harm you and stuff like that. And that fear helped me in a way when I was a kid to stay with them in a way, and not go in any way where somebody could hurt me. But suddenly my subconscious believed that thing about me, that I should stay away from humans, that I should stay away from persons, because somebody may actually hurt me. And so when I was an adolescent, a teenager, I mean to say, like I said, English is my first language. And when I was a teenager, I always manifested bad people around me, and I thought about it. I mean, why am I doing this? I mean, back then I didn't think about why I'm attracting bad men that hurt me. But I've kept attracting those kind of people around me, hurting me. And my inner self and my subconscious believed that about me, that if I go somewhere alone or do something, I will attract them. And so I had attracted them. And my mind associated so it is one thing when you believe with your mind the terms associated with the other term. Let's say, like I said, that a stupid person should be doing mistakes, and that a person that should be afraid of bad people should stay away from people. And that is generally what it is being done in the pattern. But so if you ask me back then, are you afraid of bad people? I will tell you, no, I'm not afraid of bad people. I'm not afraid if I go in the park somebody will hurt me. No, but my subconscious believed that about me, and I believed in it. And because I felt it in my soul, I felt it as an emotion, I felt it in myself, not with the mind, not by thinking about it, but by feeling it, I've attracted those bad men. And I was hurted when I was a teenager. And there were people and boys that were using me just for their purposes. Yeah. And so I've realized this as a grown up, that if we're trying to manifest something, don't try to actually just think about it. Try to actually feel it, like you're already having it. I mean, if you are telling about yourself, I'm not afraid of, let's say, I'm not afraid of bugs. I'm not afraid of bugs. I'm not afraid of big black bugs that will come and I don't know. And you ask yourself rationally, are you afraid of black bugs? And rationally the first answer is no, of course I'm not afraid. I'm gonna kill them and throw them away or something like that. I'm not afraid of bugs. You're crazy. I'm a grown up. How can I be afraid of bugs? But you actually don't feel like that. If you will suddenly see a bug, you will start screaming of it, seeing it, you know. And so now you manifested the bug, and now you saw it, and now, you know, and now you're screaming because you saw it. But you're not going to manifest that bug if you're not feeling it. I mean, if you're not feeling afraid of it. Because let's say another example. Let's say you want money. And you're starting to work with your mind that you are working harder, you're gonna get more money, you're going to do that and this and get more money. But you aren't getting any money. Actually, you are getting loan money. Somebody is stealing your money. And you know that why that's happening? That is happening because you are feeling afraid and you are feeling worried about it, about money, about having money. I want lots of money, but you are not actually realizing that in yourself. You might be afraid of having more money, or worries about how I'm gonna make those money. This is happening right now for me in my life. I'm trying to work on this. I'm trying to actually feel that I'm gonna have more money, not only by thinking about it. Because I want to move with my boyfriend in a new house, and I don't have an actually job. I'm working as a freelancer, and it takes time to work on that, to work on how you feel, because you have to work through fears, you have to work through worries, and you have to actually let it go and take that leap of faith and believe in the universe that things are going to be all right and things are going to resolve themselves by itself, not by you trying to control them. And so you might be afraid, you might be afraid, and you're not manifesting that thing because you're afraid, you are worried, you are actually manifesting the opposite. And I do believe that the universe is very responsive to the positive things, and it is perfectly normal for you to manifest the opposite of it, because it is really different for you to believe, to think about it, and to actually believe about it. It plays a very important role in our life, the belief system. And I believe the religions that are happening now on earth and are happening since long time ago played a really big part of our pattern that is happening right now in our human society. I'm talking here about the crimes, I'm talking here about children being raped, I'm talking here about things like that. Because each time you're trying to tell your brain you're not allowed to do that, you are gonna actually do that. Each time you're trying to tell yourself I'm not like that, you are actually like that. Because each time you're trying to have that no answer, you are pushing that yes answer, And like I said, you are telling to your mind, I don't believe that, I don't have that, I'm not like that. Like you are telling yourself, I'm not stupid, I'm not making mistakes, because this is how the society have imposed to you, that this is how you should be, and this is the pattern that how you should be as a human in this society. You should not do mistakes, and so this equals to you should not be stupid. But what is happening here? You are actually making mistakes, and you are being harsh with yourself. But actually, it's a perfectly human thing to do, to make mistakes. And like I said, the religion have imposed on people things and their belief system. And there is so much work to do and go through that shadow thing to work through, that people are actually falling into depression. And they're thinking about themselves, I'm not good enough, I can't go through this is enough for me, I'm gonna do this and that's enough, and then I'm gonna be dead and that's it, goodbye. Nope, that's not the end of it. I'm sorry for you to tell you this, but if you are going to kill yourself and you're going to suicide, you're not actually helping yourself. You are going to repeat that again and again and again. I know it's hard. I've been through hard stuff, and trust me, I've cried a lot. I've tried to kill also myself. I've tried many times when I was a teenager. I had to go through hard things when I was a child as well. You're not alone. But you have to work on that. You have to take that leap of faith You have to work through your shadow self. You have to detach from the toxic environment you are living in. If you have some toxic parents, you have to detach from them, say goodbye to them. Goodbye. Sayonara in Japanese. I'm gonna go somewhere nice. I'm gonna fucking love myself. And that's it. And that's it. You have to choose to live for yourself. If you in the past, if you have gone through this and that, you have to choose. And if you are trying to kill yourself, and if you're thinking about suicide, you have to think about yourself. This was my thoughts after trying to kill myself, but didn't succeed because I was saved in time by my sisters, taking me to a psychiatric after I've realized where I was and the pills that I was taking, from the pills that I was taking and the injections that they were making to me, they've changed my treatment like 10 times or so, because they couldn't find an actual treatment for me, for the things, and I was peeing myself in the bed at night and doing my needs on myself. I was fat, I was obese, I was thinking only more bad things. I was thinking actually about how to hurt others, not only myself. I was thinking only about regrets and how to things like that, But suddenly I realized where I was. I realized in the point that I was. And I thought to myself, because my real name is Stefania, I thought to myself, Stefania, what do you want to do right now? Do you want to live in this environment forever? Do you want to take pills till the end of your life? What the fuck is this misery? What the fuck is this life? It is my fault for my parents the way they treat me. It is my fault for the way the society have treated me. What is wrong with me? Is something wrong with me? No, there was nothing wrong actually with me. And so in that moment I realized that I had to live for myself. I had to do the things that I loved. I had to detach from that toxic environment. And so I lied to everybody that I was healed. I'm not recommending for you to do this as well if you are going through psychiatric treatment. Go with it, search your answer in yourself, but also try to find some holistic healing methods as well. Try message, try meditation, try other alternatives as well. Don't give up maybe yet to your treatment, because as well I had to take that medicine for 1 year more when I was a teenager. Before I had to give it up, but I've lied to those doctors and told them I'm healed, I'm good, because I've realized that wasn't the environment that I was gonna live in it, I'm gonna live it for myself. I'm gonna do the things that I love the most. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy, I told to myself. I'm gonna do everything that stays in my power to fucking live this life, to fucking be happy, to detach from everything, to detach from the religions, the beliefs that I had. Yeah. And that's when happened that I had my spiritual awakening. My actually spiritual awakening, because I had some spiritual stuff going on also when I was little, some events, but my actual spiritual awakening happened when I was a teenager. That is when I had a near-death experience. Yeah, so that is when I had a near-death experience that made me realize that we are going to repeat this even if we are killing ourselves. I had deja vus each time when I was little or a teenager and go through the same stuff or try to kill myself. And then I realized, what if I'm repeating this again and again and again until I choose to live? And then I said to myself, I don't want to repeat this. I feel like I've done this 1,000 times, 1,000 times at this exactly moment. Is this how I'm gonna end again and again and again until I'm gonna realize to live and to actually enjoy this life? this was my lesson, and yes, this was my lesson. And here I am living, trying to live. I know the life might be hard sometimes, some things that you have to work through, the shadow and the things like that. But you have to choose to live for yourself. You have to choose to live for your own happiness, for the love that you are having yourself. And hard work as well might be that you have to forgive yourself and forgive others. Yeah, that's a big step, to forgive the one who hurt you a lot. Yeah, but you have to go through that as well, only for you to live in in peace with yourself. Yeah, so this was for today. I know it's a long video, but this is who I am. And like I said, if you don't like the videos that I make, if you don't like my face, or you have something bad to say about it, you are free to go to other channels, YouTube channels. YouTube is a big thing. Yeah, and I'm Victoria, because I like to be called like this. And I hope to see you next week with a new video. I promise to be next week, but I don't know for sure what will happen. So yeah. And also, if you want to try a remote viewing session with me, you're free to buy a gig on or whatever it's called on Fiverr. Like I said, I will put a link down below in the description. I thank you very much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Like I said, I'm Victoria, and I maybe will see you next week. Goodbye, and much peace to you.